Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and welcome back to the Madden NFL 16 playthrough. It is time for the offseason, and just so I'm sure you guys are very interested to find out what ended up happening with the Super Bowl that we unfortunately didn't get to go to because we ended up losing to the Eagles in overtime. Gosh, that was a good game. But the Eagles ended up going and taking on the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl and won 37-34. That would have been an amazing Super Bowl. But here we are. We're in the first stage of the offseason where a lot of people are retiring and a lot of people are being re-signed, right? The whole point of this episode, there's going to be no actual gameplay of me playing or anything like that, but it's all offseason stuff, right? We're going to be seeing the changes to various teams around the league, including my own. And yeah, so it looks like Cameron Wake has retired. Larry Fitzgerald has retired. Robert Mathis has retired. Lots of big names retiring now, which is kind of insane. So we're going to have to go ahead and see here. Who's going to be re-signing? What's going to be going on with that? Who is going to be showing up for our team? And can I actually game prep? Is that a thing that can happen? You know what really chaps my butt about Madden? No free practice. It says it's here. It says it's new, but it's always locked. It's not only locked because it's the offseason, it's locked throughout the entirety of the season. The entirety season, it's always locked. I can never just free practice where I can practice my plays. I have to practice my plays in the actual games themselves, which is really frustrating. But we can earn player XP over the course of the offseason, which I think is going to be a little bit nice. Get some... usually we don't actually get a lot. We usually get, what we get there, 63, so not a ton. But we get a little bit every single week. So, we can't control a lot in the offseason. That's just the very nature of playing in career mode. So, let's go over here, I suppose, to transactions. And shall we see what we're going to be going with here. Ooh, Jason Peters retires. Carlos Dansby retires, Nate Washington, Cameron Wake, Brent Grimes, Will Allen, Matt Morris, Sebastian Janikowski finally, Steve Weatherford, Eli Manning retires. All right, both Manning brothers are now gone. Therefore, the Giants may actually be a little bit easier this season. I'm all for that. How about this? Let's just go straight up to the Redskins. A lot of people wondered, Nero, are you going to stay with the Redskins? Nero, you should go to a new team. Here's the thing. I don't anticipate myself leaving the Redskins this season. I think I'm going to be, my third season is going to be with the Redskins because that's going to run out my contract. And then we may test free agency. I may stick with the Redskins depending on how the season goes. If it goes poorly, if we don't sign a lot of good people, if, we'll have to see. I may stick with Washington after this season. I'm going to be playing at least one more season with them. A lot of people are wondering about that. The announcement, here it is. I'm going to be staying with the Redskins because I have another year worth of my contract. I could demand a trade or something, but that just seems silly. I'm going to play out my contract, and then we're going to see what we can do about this. So, yeah, we haven't signed anyone else yet. This is last season. We ended up signing Jordan Reed to an extension, Kerrigan to an extension, and Brandon Sheriff to an extension. All right, so we can't control anything right now, so let's go ahead and advance this week, 1 week, and see who we end up re-signing. Because there's a lot of people whose contract's running out. Lots and lots of people. All right, stage 2. I don't know what this is. This is free agent bidding. All right, so let's see here. Who'd we get? Who'd we lose? What's happening here? Redskins. Oh, they're not showing anything yet. They're not showing who's got re-signed yet? That's odd. Maybe it'd be under... Maybe if I go over here to news or something like... No, this is the news. That's odd. Maybe it didn't happen right away. The whole re-signing thing. Maybe not. My stories. We released Nate Irving. Not even sure who that is. And the only Twitter thing is, oh, Joe Nero's still practicing. Oh, he practices all the time. That Joe Nero guy, he's always practicing. Let me tell you about a guy that practices. I would actually do real practice if Madden actually allowed me. I don't know if it's because I started my Joe Nero character here too early, but it is new. Run your team through free practice to get them ready for the next game. I literally can't. It's always locked. Player confidence is always locked. In-game drills is usually locked. Actually, I think no, during the season, in-game drills is possible. But there's no just straight up free practice where you can just practice throwing routes and stuff, which I wish you could do that. It would definitely help me out a lot. But all right, so I guess we're going to advance to stage 2. This is going to be free agent bidding, I suppose. I don't know. Hopefully we get some new good players in the draft. We got Sam Nunley last year, which obviously turned out great. Let's see here. Let's do our game prep right away. I don't know. I mean, apparently we're not having too much control of anything right now. But I am getting a bunch of player XP, but I'm happy about that, obviously. Yeah, I'm up to 1,500 XP. That's Gonna be 2 degrees of accuracy, actually. Or maybe I save it up. I don't know. Maybe I go for like the clutch trade or something. I don't know. But let's see. Every time this happens, I want to go check the transactions and stuff. There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to see some transactions. This is what I'm after here. This is what I want to see. All right, what are the biggest ones? Nothing. Okay, no big ones at all. All right, so let's go to the Redskins. Do we have any big transactions yet? We've signed a new guard. Okay. Is he good? Judging by the fact he doesn't have a picture, I'm assuming not. But his name is Christian Sokoli. Sounds Russian with the way they spell Christian. I don't know. So, not a lot so far right now. So now we're going to the combine. So, skipping past all this basically. As a player, I don't get to control any of this. If I were a coach or an owner, I'd be able to control all of this. But as a player, I don't. I get to sit back and watch, which is kind of fun. It's fun not having control of that stuff. It makes you feel like you're more invested in it, you know. Overvalued players. Use caution when drafting players, blah, 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 blah. I'm not too worried about that. The draft is 2 weeks away. I can't draft people, so I'm not worried about drafting overvalued players. That's not something that can even happen, I don't think. For me, anyway. It can obviously happen. You can draft a high-rated player who turns out to be a bust. That's been a feature in Madden for ages, actually. It's been a thing for a while. More transactions. See if anything big's been happening. Kai Forbath. No, come on, Kai. Come back here. Come back to us. He's on the Colts now, so that's something. Redskins. We released Nate Irving. Oh, here we go. We signed middle linebacker Tahir Whitehead. I'm not sure who he is, but we signed him to a pretty big contract. So I'm wondering if he's any good. I don't know. I mean, I usually know a lot of players, but I'm always worried I'm actually going to hit the jump ahead. So I always go down, up, just to make sure I know what I'm clicking on. But yeah, I usually know a lot of players. I don't know Tahir Whitehead. But we signed him to a relatively big contract. I'm hoping he's at least like an 85 overall, like a very good middle-of-the-road player. That'd be nice. All right, next up's the draft. That's awesome. Draft's always fun. Always fun to see who we're going to get. Always fun. Put in more practice. Always got to put in more practice, guys. Always got to put in more practice. All right, transaction time. Any big ones? Stephen Ridley went to the Saints. All right, Jackie Battle. Now on the Eagles. Screw the Eagles. I forever hate them. Danny Amendola goes to the Niners. All right, so this looks like a lot of the big transactions are happening. Do we get anyone? So we signed a lot of people. All right. Holy crap, lots of people. Steve Williams. Not sure who that is. DeMonte Moore, new outside linebacker. New right end, CJ Wilson. New right end, Bruce Gaston. New free safety, Ahmad Dixon. New running back, Darren Sproles, who I'm assuming is going to be the backup to CJ Anderson. He's going to be our new spell halfback, who's very good in the pass game. That's awesome. Darren Sproles. That's cool. Brian Times, new wide receiver. Blair Walsh, huh? New kicker? Are we getting rid after one season? Is he already gone? I don't know. We got Blair Walsh now, new kicker. Dennis Johnson, new running back. Rex Burkhead? I don't know who these people are. We're saying Zach Miller? That's old school. Zach Miller's been around for ages. But I wonder, did we get rid of Fells? I don't know. Did we get rid of him? I'm liking it so far. No real big changes, though. No big name guys. Brian Times, unfortunately, you're not a big name receiver. Donald Butler, not bad. Not bad. Darren Sproles is probably the biggest name so far. CJ Wilson. I'm excited to see what our team overall and stuff's going to be like, but we're going to wait till after the draft to like see that. All right, so we're going to go on to the draft. Ooh, guys, whole new team. It's always fun, you know, new beginnings. It's always fun when that happens. I like that a lot. I like new beginnings a lot. Which maybe going to a new team will be fun. I don't know. Maybe staying with a team my whole career would be fun too. How many seasons am I going to do with Joe Nero? That's a big question. I don't know. If I get tired of it, maybe I end my career after 3 seasons. Maybe I end my career after 4. Maybe after 10. Maybe once I get a Super Bowl, then I'll be done. Or maybe not. I don't know. I really have no set plans to see, like, for the extent of this series. I don't know. Know this, I will not end mid-season under any foreseeable circumstance. Like, if I get, like, a corrupted save file and, like, literally can't continue, then obviously I have to stop then. But, under normal circumstances, I don't plan to end this series, like, mid-season or anything like that. So it'd be at the end of the season, it'd be a proper retirement. It appears the game has frozen. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We actually had a weird little thing there where basically the game froze. And so I had to end the game. I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh my gosh, how far back is this going to throw me? What's this going to do? But basically, it left us basically the same spot we were before. So let's go here and earn our player XP. Well, earn, quote unquote, our player XP. And the NFL draft is about to happen. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for that. One weird thing about Madden this year is there's no apparently like straight up save button anywhere that you can really do. Like, you go to options, there's like no save button. So it's all like auto saving, and which is kind of scary because you wonder like when's it going to auto save. Like, I've had instances where you had to like redo games and stuff, and it stinks when that happens. So I wish they would implement just a straight up save button. Didn't seem like it'd be too hard to do. But let's start the NFL draft. Let us see. Start drafting. I don't think I can actually do anything, as I recall. I'm pretty positive, even if I hit start draft, I don't actually get to control anything. Yeah, it's just going to be all simulation. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I'm surprised. So I think if I skip ahead and draft the next user pick, it just skips past like everything because I like legitimately can't do anything. Yeah, see, round 2. Now it's going like round 3, round 4. It's gonna skip ahead through all of the rounds in the draft, basically. So, yep. Wonder who we're gonna get. I wonder who we're gonna get. We got Adam Schefter getting all excited about this one player. I love how they do that. It's weird they still putting all this effort into the draft, yet they don't let you actually have your player get drafted. Bit odd. Madden back in the day, the My Player mode used to be pretty awesome. Like, you could create your parents, which was fun. You create your parents, you go through a combine, you would actually get drafted to a team, not know who you're going to go to, you would have an apartment, you'd have an agent, and through that agent you could make statements to the press, and the press would ask you questions, and you could do a lot of cool stuff back in the older Madden My Player modes, yet they seem to make, I don't know, they add less and less every single year. They take away more than they add every year, I feel like, and I think that's a direct result of Madden, the game franchise Madden, becoming a monopoly in the NFL video game market. There are no more competitors. ESPN NFL back in the day, that's all gone. All the other like NFL Game Day, all these competitors that would have licenses to the NFL are gone. Madden bought out the exclusive rights, or EA, I suppose, bought out the exclusive rights to the NFL's video game license, and therefore they're the only ones that can make a game. And as a result, we've seen innovation for this series just declined every single year. Whereas back in the day, like Madden 05, 06, 07, like those games were really good in terms of My Player mode, with all the crazy cool stuff you could do, all the features you had. And not to say this is bad, it's just a really stripped down version of what the My Player modes used to actually be, which is a bit disappointing if you ask me. I thought it was a lot cooler back then, when I was in my apartment that would upgrade based on my status within the NFL. I would be able to hire an agent, and that agent would have different attributes that could affect me in different ways. Like, maybe he'd be really good in contract negotiations, but he would be really bad in, I don't know what the things were, marketing or some stupid thing. I don't know. But you don't have any of that stuff anymore, which is a bit disappointing. Like, something as simple as being drafted, you don't have that. It's like, all right, you're making a player, here, pick a team. And it's like, well, I don't know. Something they used to be able to do way back in the day, like way older Maddens, I think you could vouch or make recommendations for players. You could be like, yo, looking at the free agents here, I would really like Odell Beckham Jr. to be on my team. I'd really like that. See, I see he's a free agent here. I really want him. Can we make an effort to get him? And they would try to get him. They wouldn't always get him. They'd make an effort. And it was cool when they would do that. I always thought it was neat when they would do little things like that. Or in, I think it was in franchise mode, if a player was like disruptive in the locker room, or if you like would release like a fan favorite player, like the fans and the players would actually react negatively to it. Like little things like that. They just don't seem to do any of that anymore with my player mode, which is a bit disappointing. But what we're going to go ahead and do is, since for whatever reason, I remember this last year too, round 6 and 7 seem to take forever. So we're going to skip forward in the video to when the draft is over, and we're going to see who all we got in the draft. Stay tuned for that. Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have no idea how long that took, unless maybe you have your own my player and you just had to wait through the draft. Holy crap, like seriously, that took like 20 minutes. I'm just sitting here, I think I've heard the entire soundtrack of this game twice. Like, oh my goodness, but we got rookie signings here finally. 2017 rookies have been signed. Let us see who we got. Oh my goodness, an offensive lineman. We have Pierre James out of USC in the first round. What happened to all our picks? We have no picks. We basically got one in the first round, and then we have a 5th, 6th, and 7th rounder. That is kind of insane. We must have traded them away for something. I wonder what we traded them for. I don't know. Maybe we traded them last season. I don't know. But we got Matt Mitchell, left guard in the 5th round. Sadale Conley, wide receiver from Akron in the 6th round. And then, of course, Dillard Minor in the 7th round, wide receiver out of Colorado. And we would like to obviously go ahead and do our game prep for this week. Typically a good thing to do. Get as much XP as possible. Go into the season with the best stats as we can. Hope I hit A against that B. I'm sorry. Now I'd like to go advanced week to preseason 1. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and do our transactions now, I suppose, just to see. I don't know who any of these people are. These are probably all rookie signings, if I had to guess. Yes, it's going to show the rookie signings here in the transaction report. So these are the people we drafted. Okay, so we traded our 4th round draft pick to the Falcons. The Falcons traded their 6th round draft pick to us. We drafted that guy. We drafted that guy. Wow, we traded all of our picks. We traded our 2nd round pick to the Saints. We traded our next year's 2nd round pick, this year's 1st round pick. And the Saints gave us their first. I'm so confused. So maybe we traded up to get that lineman. We signed Steve Williams, the corner, and these are all people that we've already knew we signed. I'm confused with all of these trades here. We traded a lot of things apparently. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and we'll advance the week to the preseason, which I don't play the preseason. We're going to advance to the preseason, and then we're going to see what our roster is like then. And we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I think I'll actually maybe play through the preseason just to get the XP for playing through it. I probably won't make videos out of it because it's a preseason and literally it doesn't matter. So play through the preseason, get a little bit of XP, get used to my new team, and then we'll be good for the next video, which will actually be week 1 of the regular season. But let's do our game prep here real quick, like as we do. Game prep, good. Always good to do your game prep. And then we shall see. What is our team going to be like? What is our depth chart going to be like? Keep in mind, as a quarterback, I can't actually control the depth chart. No control of that whatsoever. So we're going to see. I have an 88 overall now. That's actually pretty amazing. 97 confidence. And so my overall is 90 if you modify in my confidence here. So that's pretty awesome. 85 throw power, that hasn't changed. My short throw accuracy, medium throw accuracy, and deep throw accuracy goes up based on my confidence. That's interesting. 83 throw on the run, 81 play action. My awareness is a 70. I have 88 speed, 86 agility, 85 acceleration, 85 elusiveness. Okay. All right. Pretty good stats overall. Who are my backups? Is it still Jimmy Clausen? Oh, we got different. Jimmy Clausen's gone, and we still have James Forrest. All right, so he's our backup. My backups typically get no play time. All right, so CJ, number 1 running back again. Still an 88 overall. Kind of disappointed by that. We got Darren Sproles coming in, though. That's pretty cool. Kerwin Williams, he's back. Sad to say, we don't have Silas Red anymore. Bit disappointed about that. I like Silas. I liked it when he would come in because we've had him in my team for the past 2 years, and it's kind of sad that he's gone. But we got Kerwin, we got CJ again. Rex Burkhead, not sure who that is. He's going to be in there as well. Him or Kerwin's probably going to get cut by the end of the preseason, if I had to guess. We still got Daryl Young back for another year. Happy about that for sure. Wide receiver-wise. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Guys. Is it safe to say that my wide receiving group is not very good? We have Sam returning. We've got Deshaun back. We have Brian Times, who's been a middle-of-the-road guy his whole career. Then we have our two rookies, Sadale Conley and Dillard Minor. I may have some difficulty this year. Okay, Deshaun has 95 catching, but only 81 catching traffic. Nobody here has really good catching traffic. Deshaun's got some pretty good spectacular catch. Deshaun's route running is pretty on point. I'm going to have to throw Deshaun. I'm going to have to involve him a lot this year. Him and Sam, I'm going to have to get over that whole thing where I don't throw my number one receiver very much. I'm going to have to this season. I'm going to have to get around that somehow. Sam, pretty good at jumping for a 6-foot-tall guy. Oh, wow. This guy, very good at jumping. Oh, wait. Sadale Conley, 6'4". I can start lobbing up. I finally have a receiver that I could probably lob up to. And he took number 88. That's Pierre Garçon's old number. Poor Pierre, no longer here with us. So Sam is our new speedster, I suppose. Actually, Deshaun still has better agility, but Sam has slightly better acceleration and better speed overall than Deshaun does. These new receivers of mine, not very fast. I mean, they have some good initial speed, but they don't have very good acceleration, so they're not going to be fast down the field. But having good speed and agility is pretty good if we want to run like a West Coast style offense. Awareness-wise, everyone's terrible besides Deshaun. Elusiveness, that don't really matter much for a receiver. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, but hopefully, unless we trade him away, he did re-sign with us last season. We have our ace in the hole, Jordan Reed, 95 overall. He's a beast. Zach Miller. Oh, we got rid of Fells. Why did we get rid of Fells? Can we sign him back? We only have 2 tight ends. We need a third. But we got rid of Fells apparently. R.I.P. We have Zach Miller now, though, who's not too shabby. But look at the catching and catching traffic. That's why Jordan Reed's a beast right there. He hasn't dropped nothing, except last season. We dropped some clutch stuff in the playoffs. But offensive, wow. So we signed this left tackle to a big contract last season, and he's gone already. DeAndre Jackson was a first-round draft pick, I think, last year, who didn't get much play time. Left guard. Freaking Sam Brenner's back. Can we get rid of him? I hate him. I hate Sam Brenner. In terms of center here, we're going to have Nick Potet, 1 year out of Miami. I think he was a rookie last season as well, but didn't get a lot of play time. Then we got Jared Smith here. Pierre James. This is the guy we traded up to get, and he's like not even going to be starting. Then right tackle, we have Brandon Sheriff. Wait, so Brandon Sheriff is there. Sam Brenner. I mess up those two a lot. But Brandon Sheriff is going to be back. Actually, it might have been Brandon Sheriff that we signed back to a big contract. Left end, we got Stephen Powell, 86 overall. Pretty nice. I'll take that. Very nice left end. Right end, we got Chandler Jones. Glad to have him back. CJ Wilson, who we signed in the offseason, come in there as well. Just kind of bolstering up the ends there. Now, in the middle of the line, we got a pretty beastly inside line. We got CJ Wilson coming in as a right end, who apparently is going to be a backup because we only have 2 defensive tackles. Terrence Knighton, who's a 90 overall. Pretty freaking awesome. However you pronounce that guy's name, I'm not even going to try. Pretty nice to have these guys in there. So our defensive line's pretty good. We got Ryan Kerrigan at left outside linebacker. I'll take that. Pretty awesome. Inside linebacker. Oh, Perry Riley's gone. Oh, he was hurt all last season. All right, but we end up getting this to here. Whitehead guy, who's an 84 overall. He's going to be the new leader of our inside of our linebacking core. So that's pretty good. Donald Butler. On the right outside linebackers, we don't really have a lot to speak about there. Corner-wise, Chris Culver. We still have D'Angelo Hall. This guy will not retire. And so the corners aren't spectacular, but we got Culver there. We've got McLeod, I think is how you pronounce that there, at free safety and strong safety. We have Robert Blanton, who's obviously pretty freaking amazing. Blair Walsh is going to be kicking for us this year, and Blair Walsh is also going to be punting for us this year. And Deshaun Jackson's going to be handling kickoffs and punts with Kerwin Williams backing him up. So the team doesn't look severely improved. It's got to be said, doesn't look severely improved after last season, but that's okay. It's not the biggest deal. It's not the biggest thing in the world. That it's not a bunch of improvements. We actually downgraded at receiver, I think. Downgraded at tight end. Improved a bit at defense. Offensive line is about the same, if not slightly better. than what it was. So not a lot of big changes. We're gonna have to see. We'll see what the team's like at the end of the preseason. Because I'm assuming we're gonna sign an actual punter and fill out the roster. Some people are gonna cut. Some people are gonna sign. We'll see what it's gonna be like. So stay tuned for the next episode, which will be week 1 of the regular season. And then we'll take a look at the final roster, and we'll hop into our first game, and it's gonna be some fun stuff. I'm gonna play through the preseason off camera, have some fun with that, trying to get used to the new team, and yeah, looking forward to it. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, drop me a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.